Good afternoon, PNC. I'm here today to pitch the purchase of 30 iPads for our school, as this is an essential step to move forward with the growth in technology within this current generation, and how it will lead to positive learning outcomes for our students. As Marget and Woolfolk state, the 21st century classroom is a dynamic, technology-rich learning environment. The most important aspect of any classroom is the teacher. A teacher's pedagogical perspectives and knowledge of content is the basis of every lesson and positive learning outcome. Teachers need to use these skills to organise iPads as valuable learning experiences within the surrounding framework to maximise student learning outcomes. Therefore, including iPads resources into lessons will create a student-centred classroom. The teacher acts as a facilitator for learning rather than the transmitter of knowledge, allowing learning to become an active process to allow deep knowledge and understanding. iPads will provide students with unlimited resources, applications, internet, books, reports, educational games, and it connects them with the outer world, to experts, to studies, other student ideas and revelations. These benefits are available for students at the touch of a button, providing students with more materials, information, ideas and evidence than previous generations. This abundance of information supports them in exploring their full learning capacity. iPads will create an inclusive and supportive classroom environment where diversity is valued and different learning needs are supported as students are engaged and willing to actively participate in the learning process. The exponential growth in technology in the last decade is unlike any other. iPads provide teachers with endless amounts of new materials that can be used across all faculties. This will increase all teachers' pedagogy and increase the way students are able to intake new information. We have come a long way from rote learning mass amounts of information from a blackboard. Simulations, games, videos, photos, applications all provide alternative ways of demonstrating lessons and activities to students, as well as assessing the students to collect evidence of increased performance. It is a teacher's responsibility to create lessons that promote intellectual quality. This can be accomplished using iPads and the high volume of applications available on them. Teachers must use these devices to benefit their subjects, finding relevant uses for their lessons and units of work. For example, the use of character simulation app in language class, where students must record themselves speaking the language and make their own dialogue for teacher to assess their performance in relation to the subject outcomes. Or textbooks to be accessed on the iPads during science class, or a mathematics app that explains a unit of work through an interactive game. All of these examples engage the students but are relevant to the unit of work, therefore encouraging a relevant, deeper thought, providing the classroom with a high level of intellectual quality. This proves that technology is a highly effective means to ensure student engagement, motivation, and increased learning outcomes. Teachers need to incorporate multiple uses of iPads into pedagogy and practice, as it is recognised to be a pivotal aspect on what constitutes quality teaching. By incorporating iPads into the classroom, teaching and learning programs benefit by making content relevant and meaningful, allowing students to actively construct knowledge, develop skills, and make authentic real-world connections. Richard May explains in his book Multimedia Learning that students learn better given multimedia with animation and narration than from the animations and textbook materials. Therefore, the use of iPads can increase the quality of learning environment for students. Churchill states that we play a role in preparing students for life. It is important that we play a role in technology education, and that for students to see the relevance of their education, we must use the technology which is now ingrained in their everyday life. iPad resources, applications, and educational games make learning fun and interactive. Thus, classroom misbehaviours are reduced by creating on-task behaviours. In conclusion, iPads are a pervasive teaching and learning strategy in the 21st century classroom. Our students will thrive and benefit greatly from what I have shown to be a well worth investment. Thank you very much for your time.